she was so into it that I feel like maybe I need to give their actual food a second try.
Yeah.
Because maybe I'm missing something, Aunt Mikey, but I was not impressed.
Aunt Mikey
and Uncle Tracy.
We support the trans movement here. And even just like breaking the norms of like
gendered names. Yeah. Love
that.
Love
that. Are they trans?
No, they are so conservative.
Have you checked?
I don't know where to go after that comment.
Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Question 23. It's been a minute. My bad. Your bad. Our bad.
Our bad.
It's been a little crazy.
Yeah.
You got sick. I got sick. There was traveling happening.
Yeah. Well, first there was traveling happening, and then I got sick, and then you got sick, and now we're here.
I'm still a little sick.
You're still a little sick.
Well, it's okay. It's even longer. I don't think we've published since August, and it's November because we recorded an episode
and
it was messed up. The audio file was messed up.
That's right.
And I did my best to fix it, and I couldn't fix it. And yeah, but we're back.
We're back.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
I have these big visions for what this is, and my wallet can't handle that, and just workload. Like I know that this is not what's happening right now, but like full-time job, like I could like work on doing something like this, but it would take hours of my time and a lot of money, and I don't have either of those things really. I don't. I'm close to paying my credit card off though.
Hopefully that wasn't super loud on audio.
No.
I think we're good.
Which
nice.
is exciting because I've had credit card debt for my entire life.
Since you were a baby?
As an adult.
Oh.
As an adult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's
good for you.
Nice
what's the time frame?
I think that I think I'll have a zero balance by the end of this month.
So soon.
Depending on like we're gonna travel for Thanksgiving and stuff. I may put a couple things on there to get in between paycheck, like before it balances out, and I have a little bit of like savings that I can like dip into.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Nice. That's very exciting. That's like financial freedom.
Are you excited to travel to Texas?
I am excited to travel to Texas.
I'm not.
I am really looking forward to whatever happening.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a fun little adventure.
Yeah. You're going to meet my family?
I'm going to meet your family. Dun, dun, dun.
You're going to meet some of them. So we decided at the beginning of this episode, we're not going to talk about the election. I'm going to talk about the election.
You're going to do
for
it?
a second.
Okay, great.
Not the direction, not the election like directly, but chaos in the family.
Really?
Chaos. I mean,
interesting.
Group text like going off. Like it's people are talking about Thanksgiving and not
who's
having
be there?
or like doing a separate thing. Like it's getting.
I'm just like I'm ready for it.
It's getting ugly.
Like, what happens.
Yeah.
I do. So I traveled somewhere within the past month. I saw my family in Colorado. That was very fun.
Got a GO to the CO.
I got a what?
GO to the CO.
Like go to Colorado?
Go to CO. Go to Colorado. That's what they say.
I thought I don't know if they say that.
Somebody does.
You?
I did.
Okay. I thought GO was another abbreviation, and I was really confused.
Getting off
at Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful there.
It is.
Gorgeous. The Rockies.
Yeah.
Did
you see aliens at the airport?
No.
Do you know about?
Oh, I do know about that. The Denver International Airport is ooky spooky. There's some.
I had an out of body experience there.
Did you really?
Yeah. Well, I got blackout drunk.
So that'll do it. That'll do it.
That was different, I think.
Well,
How was Colorado?
Colorado was good. Specifically, on the topic of traveling, I have a question for you.
We're very different travelers. I think we've
Okay,
discovered
this is gonna
that.
be really
But I'm
interesting.
interested what your question is.
So when I travel, do not bring a pillow with me. I don't bring a travel pillow. Especially because like I was staying at my grandma's house. She has 20 bajillion pillows.
Oh, so you're not talking about the neck pillow on the airplane?
No. I'm talking about my personal pillow.
Yes. Okay.
Packing it into my precious suitcase space.
Right.
And like prioritizing that over like clothes or something.
Right.
That's not for me. I just go with.
As you get older, it will be.
Okay.
I used to not be.
And now you just can't.
I will. Me and Nicole went to Fresno.
You make space for an entire pillow?
Well, almost any time that I travel, I just come to terms with the fact, unless it's going to be a short trip, I come to terms with the fact that I'm going to do a checked bag.
Oh, so you just put it in
and
your
so I
checked
just
bag.
have a big old checked bag.
Gotcha. Okay, I was thinking because I don't check bags. I always try to do everything in my backpack and then everything in my carry-on, and so that carry-on space is valuable space.
Yeah.
And I'm not bringing a pillow.
Yeah.
To that.
So
you do bring a pillow.
I do bring a pillow.
That's so interesting.
I was going to talk to you about this, not on the show. We need to talk logistics about the trip, and we'll just get into it now.
Okay.
I'm going to have a checked bag that I think that we can share. So if you want to bring a pillow, you can do that.
Nice.
Because I will have my checked bag, and then I'll have my backpack as my personal item.
Oh, so you don't do a carry-on. You just do a personal item.
Correct. When one of the reasons why is because I always fly the super budget, shitty air travelers. What are they called? What are the companies called? Airlines. I always get the super shitty airlines, and they're super strict, and they like change from year to year, and like the measurements and like the details of what you can carry on, like the sizes of it and everything. I'm not trying to play that game.
So I did super cheap flight to Colorado, and I just like brought like personal item for my thing. They literally listed a carry-on as like a backpack and a personal item as a kid's backpack.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is crazy. I think I could have gotten away with a backpack
every year.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that the sizes necessarily get worse. It's the scare tactics that they use. When you're booking flights on, like, in my case, Frontier, there's like 8 times that it tells you to, like, are you sure that you don't want to do a checked bag? Because it's going to be more at the gate. And they like
it's going to be $8,000.
They really try to scare you into it.
Because the flight
which I'm
costs
not
$8.
My flight to Denver was literally $50 one way.
Yeah.
The other one was like 90 or something. So
yeah,
whatever. But yeah, they scare you. They're really trying to get you.
And it works on me.
Upgrade.
I'm learning to like not be afraid by those things, but I get scared at that. And then one time I got bullied into.
Babe, you got bullied?
Well, yeah, when I got a rental car to get this like crazy fancy insurance. And I was like, no, I don't
never
think that I
get
need
the
that.
insurance.
And she just was like,
she was grilling
I
ya.
wouldn't. That because if anything happened, oh my God, like. She's like, dude, would you be able to have? Do you have $20,000 to like if something like?
Doesn't your personal car insurance apply somewhat to rental cars? I also don't know. We should look that up.
You're supposed to put it on a credit card. Your credit card, a lot of credit cards.
Oh, well, like help
have
out
insurance.
Oh,
yeah, we got to look into that. But I fall victim to that. I'm
you're a warranty
slash last was it last? No, I think it was the Thanksgiving before, not last year, but the one before. I get there and I'm at my family's Thanksgiving and I'm talking like, oh my God, this trip is just I'm having so much fun, but it's so expensive because I got this and this, and then I paid like $400 for this like insurance and they're like
on top of the car. Babe.
I don't think it was $400, but it was hundreds of dollars. It was more than $100. And they were.
It's better
laughing.
to pay hundreds of dollars now than $20,000 later.
Yeah, I don't have $20,000 later. I hardly have $100 now.
That's true.
So they scared me. I was frightened.
They gotcha.
Yeah.
I can't relate. I never do. I'm not a warranty / insurance guy, which maybe is bad, maybe it's good, maybe it's neutral. But I kind of just am like, the odds of me totaling this vehicle are so low. Please.
Well, then they start scaring you about the if it gets broken into or like other things that happen, you can be on the hook for. That's the part where I get scared. That's the part where it starts working on me.
Interesting.
And she probably, the lady that checked me out for the rental car, she probably has, and she probably went to acting school. I don't know, but like she was like very serious. Like, how was your day going? Da, 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 da. And then I said I declined coverage, and just she lost the smile and just like acted like it was the end of the world. That's funny. I had never rented a car before.
Oh, interesting.
So I just thought that's how it was. They got me.
Yeah, they did.
They got me. So we're gonna take a carry or not. We're gonna check a bag going to Texas. You can put your pillow in there if you want to have your pillow. I'm gonna have my pillow with me.
If you're gonna check a bag,
because there will be extra room. I will not have all that. I mean, I have a giant bag for that. So nice. Yeah, but yeah. So you went to Colorado.
I went to Colorado. Colorado, interesting. I say Colorado. My family says Colorado, but I also have heard that it's Colorado. I think
what do they say in Colorado?
My family says Colorado.
Are they from there?
Yes. Well, kind of. They're from. My grandma is from the South, and moved there. Right. So I don't really know where Colorado comes from, but
that's like Midwestern. That sounds like
Colorado. Yeah, that's true. That is more Midwestern.
Yeah.
Which I think makes sense because that's like about where Colorado is almost. And my family, Colorado is not Midwestern, but my family moved from the Midwest / like the South into Colorado. So there's probably remnants of that there. However, when it comes to...
Is that a word?
No. I just like saying it. When it comes to traveling around Denver, so I went to a concert. I went to see Sammy Ray and the Friends. I've been following them for literally like 6 years, I think, at this point. I've never been able to see them in concert, which was a bummer. But there was a concert in nearby that I was going to go to. But then I have also been meaning to go visit my family in Colorado. And so I just went to they also had a show in Colorado. And I was
that's perfect.
So that was great. But to get there, I had to take an Uber. And my grandmother does not know what an Uber is. And she calls it a Uber.
A Uber?
A Uber. So I call... the Uber
as a quirky thing, or
no? She doesn't know. She also says wash your hands, so she's got some quirks.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I took.
So did she say that based on the way that it's written, like UBER, and she just reads that as a
Uber?
Uber.
Yes, but she was really confused on how they would know where to pick me up. Because I don't think she knows that phones have your location, which is not something I even put to, because in my that's so ingrained that your phone has a GPS in it and you can share your location.
Yeah.
And so I took a Uber to the concert.
Uber.
And then I took a Uber back.
Uber.
And it was great. It was $9, which was wonderful. But now
The Uber was?
The Uber was. See, this is the dangerous path that I want to get to. I started calling it Uber jokingly because it's funny.
Yeah.
And now I do have to catch myself and actually call it Uber. So if we're gonna start this, you need to know that it's gonna just stay as a Uber.
Yeah. That's putting the words and pronunciation aside. I don't think that anybody's had a $9 Uber ride since 2017. How did you get a $9? Uber is expensive now.
Not in where I was.
That's crazy.
I mean, it was close. Like it wasn't. It might have been like $11 after tax or something like that, or like plus tip. But it was like very cheap, and I was like, okay, Uber, all right.
Uber's actually
that's not the case around here, and that's certainly not the case around LA.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe it
but
is
maybe
regional, but like
Colorado
when I lived in
has
Dallas
lower
and then
prices.
being here and even in San Diego,
gas there is also so cheap.
Yeah.
It's literally like $2.80 for a gallon of gas, and that's high right now. Yeah, last time I visited, which I think was like a year ago now. Guess the gas price.
$2.50,
Lower.
$2.49,
Lower.
$2.48.
We're not doing this. $2.29 was the lowest that I saw. Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't mean
know.
to go all grandpa on you, but when I first started driving, I could fill up a tank
Don't say on a 20.
on a 20 and have enough to get a Reese's.
That's okay.
Gas used to be like $1.25, and that's in Texas.
Yeah.
But like gas was like $1.25 when I started driving.
One thing I don't get about inflation is that I'm not an economist, clearly. Don't we want things to not keep getting more expensive?
Yes.
So then why?
Hold on. When you say we, who are you saying is we? We as consumers, correct?
We as consumers.
Probably not people that sell things.
Oh, that's true.
So not just overall, not the entire world.
That's fair. But it's just like
you.
I mean, it's like a Subway sandwich used to be $5. Now a Subway sandwich is like $13. And that's probably the cheapest it's going to be from here on out, right?
Which it used to be fair to get a shitty sandwich for $5. But I'm not going to pay $18 for a shitty footlong.
No. Well, and the bread's smaller. I don't know if you've been. So I don't go to Subway anymore because shrinkflation is real. And
What do you mean it's smaller?
It's physically like the loaves of bread are smaller.
They're flatter?
They're
I mean, it still
flatter.
has to be a foot or 6 inches.
A foot, but it's not as like wide by a significant portion. And so I stopped going to Subway. And that's just going to have to be that. Which is a bummer. I did really like Subway.
I used to love
Subway was great.
Subway.
It's just so
you know what I
expensive.
used to like from Subway? Hot take.
Meatball sub.
The tuna.
Oh. I don't think I ever had the tuna.
It's good.
You're a tuna boy.
Tuna used to be... I am a tuna boy. Not anymore. I got scared that I got poisoning. What is it? What's the selenium? What is the metal? Alkaline.
Mercury.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. How many cans did you eat? I think we have talked about it.
We talked about it on here. I was eating like 4 cans a day.
God, that's so bad.
I would have 2 cans for lunch and
that's
2 cans
so
for dinner.
Much tuna.
They tell you to have like a can a week.
It's like 2 cans a week.
2 cans a week is like, oh, careful.
Yeah.
I was doubling that a day.
Interesting.
I was just going through it. And then I got scared that I had mercury poisoning. Anyways, tuna. From Subway
was good.
It was good. I love Subway. I have my best friend in high school. I worked at the Baskin Robbins and he worked at the Subway in town.
Mm-hmm.
And then after work, we would like swap like free stuff from our jobs. And he would Subway used to have they used to have it and then they got rid of it. I think they brought it back now. But it was like kind of a newer thing. They introduced soup at Subway when I was in high school. And they would make their flavors of soup. I think they would have 2 or 3 flavors a day that you could choose from. And then at the end of the day, they had to get rid of it.
All day.
Yeah. They like had a new batch every time. And if they didn't go through it, my friend would bring me like 40-ounce drinking cups of just the soup. And I would just have like loaded potato soup. I'd just be like, oh man, that was some good shit.
Nice.
And I would give him free ice cream, which it wasn't free. It was definitely stolen. I wasn't paying for it. Jason Price, the
The manager.
No, he owned the franchise at the Baskin Robbins in Rockwell. If you see this, I'm sorry. I was stealing ice cream. We're in high school.
You're embezzling as a high schooler.
I was embezzling high quality dairy product.
God.
I just figured it was a perk of the job, though.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's assumed that that's happening, but I'm sorry, Jason. He's a good guy.
He probably could afford it.
I don't think so. It was not a good.
Never mind. I take it back.
That location was not doing very well. It was not good. It was competing with the Brahms. You don't know Brahms? I'm going to show you Brahms when we're in Texas. People love Brahms. I
think I've heard of Brahms.
It's a fast food restaurant with ice cream and a little grocery store. They have a little market. It's a weird little thing. But you go in there, so they have burgers and chicken strips, and you can order a breakfast sandwich. And then they have ice cream that they'll scoop for you in the cones, and they also on the side have a little market where you can buy eggs and bacon and bread, and most of it is like Brahms brand. It's like private brand stuff. It's interesting. Yeah, I'll show you Brahms. But anyways, Brahms, you can get a double scoop of Brahms in a waffle cone. And the way that they would do it is they would fill the inside of the waffle cone. That was just bonus.
They would pack it down?
And then give you 2 scoops on that. So if you get a double dip, you're getting basically like 3 scoops worth of ice cream because they would fill the inside of the cone, then put the 2 dips on top in a waffle cone. You could get that for like $3. At Baskin Robbins, we were charging like $9 for that thing. Like a double scoop was like $6, and then
plus
the waffle cone was extra.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was not, that location didn't do well. And then all the lost inventory that I just was taking.
That's fair. There is one other place that I was introduced to while I was in Colorado. And I'm assuming that there are probably these restaurants in Texas as well. But my aunt's favorite restaurant is Ruby Tuesdays.
Ruby Tuesday.
And we got their salad bar, mid-salad bar. She was raving about the salad bar she was like, oh, I love this restaurant we're going to. They have the best salad bar. It's just so affordable. It's so great. Ranting and raving. I was like, oh, what's the restaurant called? Ruby Tuesdays.
I've only ever been there once.
I had only ever been there once before that, and I was very young. It was honestly mid at best.
It's not that great.
But it was just so... She was so into it that I feel like maybe I need to give their actual food a second try.
Yeah.
Because maybe I'm missing something, Aunt Mikey, but I was not impressed.
Aunt
Mikey and Uncle Tracy.
We support the trans movement here. And even just like breaking the norms of like
gendered names. Yeah.
Love that.
Love
that. Are they trans?
No, they are so conservative.
Have you checked?
I don't know where to go after that comment.
Have you ever had a Krispy Kreme?
Yes.
Was it crispy?
No.
Right. That's my favorite TikTok I think in my life. I didn't know that's a real person. I thought that was just somebody's kooky old grandma or something.
No, she's
an actress and like she's like done stuff, like famous.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Like Krikorian, or what is her name?
You're asking the wrong person. I'm not
her.
on the internet very often. Have you ever had Jell-O salad?
Huh?
Have you ever had...
That's not real.
Jell-O salad.
That's not real.
It is real.
How... No, Jell-O salad is something that I've seen, like, they'll, like, people say, like, look at this cooking book from the 40s and 50s, and look at these crazy things, and they have the Jell-O salad.
The Jell-O salad.
I don't believe that that's real, in the same way that there are a lot of people think that... I don't even want to say this word. I don't know... It's an okay word to say.
We'll bleep
what I'm about to say is like I think it's offensive. I don't know if it's offensive, but you know how there's like some Christians that believe that the Jews. I don't want to say.
Okay.
I don't believe.
It's not
even a bad thing. But you know how like they'll say, some people say like the Jews like laid the like dinosaur bones. Like they'll say dinosaurs aren't real because the Earth is only 6,000 years old.
So I've heard that one. I've never heard that Jewish people are planted dinosaur bones. That's a thing.
That's a thing.
That's a conspiracy theory.
I've heard it.
Honestly, I'm not surprised.
But I think that's the same thing with the Jell-O cooking book, like the Jell-O salad
you
cooking
think
books.
that Jewish people invented.
Not necessarily the Jews, but somebody put it there.
So
I don't
the
think
Illuminati
that's real.
threw it out there for their subversion of the American population.
Somebody did.
Well, I can tell you that it is real because that was one of the things that I had every single day while I was in Colorado because my grandma makes a huge bowl. Like barely fits in the fridge bowl of strawberry Jell-O. Thankfully, it's not crazy. Like it is like a dessert Jell-O salad, quote unquote.
List out the ingredients. I'll tell you if it's
strawberry Jell-O.
That's already not the best Jell-O to start with.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, wait. Cool Whip on top.
I love Cool Whip.
Cool Whip's really good. Cool Whip's really good. Strawberry shortcake with Cool Whip on top. That's one of my favorite desserts. I love it.
I love like real whipped cream, but Cool Whip is a different thing that I love.
Is good. And that's all they eat at my grandma's.
So you have Cool Whip.
So you have Cool Whip, then you have strawberry Jell-O.
Okay.
And then you have banana chunks. And then you have little mini marshmallows. And it's a salad. I don't get why it's a salad.
Is all the ingredients congealed within a Jell-O block?
Yes. I don't, because then you're eating your Jell-O and then you get chunks and you gotta like fish them out. It's one, I don't love the texture of Jell-O to start with, but
I love Jell-O.
Interesting.
I just can't think about it though.
Because it is wiggly.
Well, no, because it's just like isn't like cow bones?
Oh,
like,
yes.
Just the idea of gelatin. Like I'm okay with I eat it. I eat gummy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I eat it all the time. But
so you hate animals?
I do think that. I do think that.
No, say it.
I do think that it's okay for me to eat animals. I struggle with that actually.
You're going to get canceled.
I've gone through periods.
By the people who sponsored Yes on Jay at a local proposition.
I voted Yes on Jay.
You absolutely did not. I
did. I filled out Yes on Jay.
No. Oh, so you hate farmers in Sonoma County.
They're probably the ones that voted for Trump.
I mean, you're not wrong about that, but...
I'm just kidding. I voted no on Jay, Measure J.
Measure J.
Which probably most of the people that watch this know what that is. But if you don't, local
fair.
Measure here in Sonoma County to get rid of factory farms. But it was
great idea. Poor implementation, which is a bummer.
Yeah.
But ain't that just the way?
But anyway, so like Jell-O is like, if when I eat it too much, I don't know, kind of weirded out by it, but it's fine. I do like the texture of Jell-O. I don't know how I would like the texture of Jell-O and banana chunks.
It's hard.
Banana's already an iffy thing.
Well,
I love banana.
It gets weird in the Jell-O. It gets slimy. It's not. The flavors are great.
And what do marshmallows do in Jell-O?
They get funky. I don't know. My grandma also makes pistachio salad, I think is what
Love
it is,
pistachio.
or something. And it's like the same thing. I think it's just like gelatin and like pistachio flavoring or something. It's the same texture, and she also puts the little like mini marshmallows in that, and it's a lot on the palate. It's too. I just can't think about it too much.
Yeah,
but the flavors were great. I will say, having a little bite of strawberry Jell-O, and then a little chunk of banana. Once you get over the slimy bits.
See, I don't like that. I could see potentially.
There were also actual strawberries in there, which those were fine.
That's fine.
Little strawberry chunks as well, that's
fine.
Chill.
I could see maybe assembling when you're about to eat it. Like if you just had a tub of Jell-O and assembling the ingredients, and I'm gonna peel my banana and I'm gonna put little chops of my banana in there, and like I could do something like that. I don't like the fact that the banana's sitting in there. You know what though? I might be changing my mind now because one of my favorite foods in the world, definitely in my top 16 favorite foods.
Top 16.
Banana pudding.
Like in the little packs?
Huh?
Like the Jell-O brand pudding packs?
No. Like
okay, I don't know what you're talking
you
about.
gotta make Nana pudding.
I don't know what Nana pudding
starts
is.
with the box. You get the like banana pudding little stuff, but you're adding bananas to it. You're adding
it's a gelatin
vanilla wafers to it.
Yes, I do know what this is.
Yeah, that I love. And your bananas do just sit in there, and I'll eat on that for a few days, and it gets slimy, and I love it. So I mean, I think that I'm on board with Jell-O
salad.
I was thinking, people, you see like Jell-O salad with like hot dog pieces and
a savory
spaghetti,
Jell-O salad.
and
I
celery.
don't think so. Thank God.
That's what I was thinking.
That's not.
I'm glad that the people that made all that shit, they're dead.
That's probably true.
Thank God.
That's probably my grandma's like
good riddance
mother and stuff.
Yeah,
because that's what that's what was in the cookbooks.
Yeah, I don't
savory Jell-Os. So. No, thank you.
I don't think that's real.
I do think they're real. Like the mayonnaise Jell-O. Have you ever seen those where it's like tiers of like Jell-O and then mayo and
that's not real.
It's in cookbooks.
Nobody
that
would
people
eat
bought.
That.
Tell that to people in Wisconsin. There's a TikToker and she has one of those cookbooks and she goes through and she makes all of them.
Well, I was just about to say.
And it's
I think
horrifying.
Next episode we got to make one.
I'm not committing to that.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do for Thanksgiving. That might be canceled. We should make one of those and bring it, and just like earnestly bring it as like, this is my family's like traditional Thanksgiving recipe, and I wanted to share it with you. I love Steven so much. I'm so excited to meet you guys, and I want to share a little bit of me and my family with you.
So you want me to lie to them?
I'm gonna lie when they ask if I'm happy to see them. That's. I'm just joking. I love my family. It's rough right now.
It's tricky. It's
turbulent.
It's turbulent.
Turbulent times.
Yeah.
Mayo.
How do you feel about mayo? You a mayo boy? You like mayo? Is it too spicy for you?
I love a good mayo.
Okay.
Mayo is also one of those things that I can't think about too much either.
Yeah.
I can't eat it on its own, which I know is like a crazy thing.
No.
But like even like licking the knife when I make a sandwich.
Absolutely not.
Miracle Whip.
That's where we
You know
differ.
what I do with Miracle Whip? Did we delete that episode?
Is that the one with the bad audio? It's possible.
I think so. But
we tried Miracle Whip
where I made you try Miracle Whip.
It was good. I hate to say it, but it was good.
Miracle Whip is so good.
It was sweet, right?
It's very sweet.
It was sweet,
tangy.
Yeah.
Sweet, tangy. I just will like, for a snack sometimes, I'll get a thing of the jar of Miracle Whip, and I'll dip like pretzels in it. But the ratio is way off. Like I'm mainly just using the pretzels as a container to. I just want to eat. I want to eat Miracle Whip, but I will not let anybody catch me.
That's a lot.
So I'll just like dip the pretzel in there and do a big scoop, and it's mostly Miracle Whip. But no, I wouldn't. I don't think that I would enjoy just eating a spoonful of Miracle Whip. There is something about the saltiness and the crunch of the pretzel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or like on a saltine cracker or something. I just love that. But when I'm making a sandwich with Miracle Whip, I definitely will like lick that spoon clean. I don't even put it in the sink. I just lick it, put it back in the drawer.
When I was little, I didn't like butter or mayo, so I would have dry ham and cheese sandwiches.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mustard?
Nope. No, dry. Nothing. And then occasionally, if I was feeling fun and flirty, I would do butter on one side. And that was enough. And then eventually I started doing...
What do you mean butter?
Like butter.
On a toasted sandwich?
No. Which is why I didn't like it. Butter has a weird flavor when it's like...
Nobody puts just chunky butter on a sandwich.
Well, tell that to the people in Idaho. I would do butter. Butter was what I warmed up to first.
I'm not anti-butter. I love butter. I'm not grossed out by this, but it's weird.
You didn't do a ham and cheese with butter on one slice and then mayo on the other? That was like what I worked my way up to.
No. Because people don't do that.
Well, That I can't tell if I'm the weird one or if you're the weird one right now.
I've
let us know in the comments below.
Yeah. Sound off.
You don't do buttered, like you don't butter your sandwiches?
Not if I'm not, a grilled cheese. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, people don't use butter as a spread on a sandwich. That's not a thing.
Is my family weird?
Yeah. Jell-O salad.
Well, okay, you kind of got him.
Uber.
Actually, it's very possible that my mom did pick that up from my grandma because they only had margarine in the house, and they used
that's
to
my
do
thing. I didn't have real butter
margarine
until I was an
toast.
adult.
Did you do margarine or did you do like Land O'Lakes, like olive oil butter?
I think it was margarine. It was Country Crock.
I don't know what that is. We were a real butter household because my mom was scarred.
I think it was margarine. I didn't know any better, and I loved it. I loved it growing up. That I would eat. There were times when I was a kid, I would get caught.
Scoop. That's funny.
Yeah. And I thought that was butter because my family called it butter. They didn't say, "Hey, go get the margarine out of the fridge." It was just go get the butter out of the fridge. That
was it to
me.
Cheaper?
That's what butter was. I don't know that it was cheaper, but like my family growing up, it's like I think it was probably mostly my mom. We were a fat-free diet Dr. Pepper household. Like everything was like the fat-free versions of everything.
Low cal. Yeah.
Not even necessarily low. I mean, there was like low cal stuff, but like in the 90s, people just thought fat was everything. So everything had to be fat free. We used to get these. They don't make them anymore. I don't think they make them anymore. They used to make these potato chips that literally had a warning on the bag because it was fat free, and whatever they used in it, if you ate more than like 6 potato chips, diarrhea. And there would be a warning on the bag
to limit your consumption.
If you eat too many of these, you may be prone to anal leakage.
Ooh, no.
Because it wasn't just like I'm gonna like shit my pants. It was just like
that's bad.
If you just like kind of cough, you might dribble.
You might dribble from eating these chips. Was it worth it? Were they good?
Did you ever dribble? No, I was too scared to. I was too scared to try them.
Well, that honestly makes sense because your body can't digest trans fats, and so they just. Well, it latches onto some of them and then stores them, but whatever it can't latch onto, it just passes through your system.
I don't know what
so it makes sense that if you eat too many of those and they're coated in non-digestible fats.
Yeah. So, but that was the household that I grew up in. So margarine was that's what our butter was. That's what we knew it as. And then it wasn't until I was like an adult and like visiting a friend or something, and they had real butter. I was like, what is this?
You said, wow, this
and I thought that I wanted
good.
to eat margarine out of the tub.
Oh, butter. Yeah. Have you ever had Kerrygold butter? It's like cream cheese. It's incredible. It's so good. That's probably awful.
I want to do one whole episode ASMR.
I think we should. We have talked. That was one of the things we first talked about was making a little ASMR thing. We could do boyfriend ASMR.
I love ASMR.
Can we do boyfriend ASMR and then make a bunch of money and then have that be our thing?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna quit my job.
Yeah.
Great.
Well.
Great.
Well, don't do that yet.
Oh.
You're the moneymaker in this relationship. I need you
true.
to not do that.
I
make no monies. You make monies.
Okay, fine.
So don't do that. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, fine. After we post.
Wait until this whole economy thing collapses and just, the end of the American civilization, the experiment that it was. When that comes to an end, okay, put your notice.
Okay, you're so right.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Cool.
I'm going to go continue to grieve.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we had this. We're having fun tonight.
Yeah.
It's been a heavy day.
I did need this. I needed a little breaky break.
Yeah.
It's November 6th, by the way, is when we're recording this.
Yeah.
So things are pretty fresh.
Yeah. It's chaotic. It's turbulent.
I'm excited to see your family.
I'm excited to see some of them too.
Yeah.
They're excited to see you.
I bet. I'm incredible.
My mom's excited to see you.
I am. I'm really excited to meet I'm just excited to meet your family.
I'm anxious.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm nervous.
That's fair.
Nervous about some of them.
Right.
Some of them I'm excited for. So
yeah. Cool.
All right, let's wrap up.
Wrap.
Let's go.
Oh,
Make some
well,
Jell-O
let's
salad.
do that. Let's do that next time.
Yeah,
Cool.
we'll do that next time. We're gonna make Jell-O salad.
Okay.
The gross one with the mayo and
With
Oscar
the
Mayer
mayo and the
wieners.
Oscar Mayer wieners. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's.
All right. Is there a thing that we say
I
at the
see
end
that
of this?
for
It's been
us.
so long that we recorded.
I think we just go, I love
That's
you.
right. Okay.
Because we're gross.
Thank you for joining us,
Thank you for
everybody.
joining us.
Thank you for joining me here. And we'll see you next time. Love you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye.